Is Eli Manning a future Hall of Famer? Is Eli Manning someday going to reside in the halls of Canton, Ohio, where the great ones and legends live on forever in those golden jackets, in those bronze busts? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you. You say yes. I'm gonna tell you.
Yes, I do say yes.
You say you sound hesitant when you say yes, but when I say my yes, I'm saying it. Yes, Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer, and I have everything to back it up. You want me to run through this, dude? Look at
Yeah,
this.
my
Eli
opinion.
Manning, Hall
What?
of Yes.
Go ahead. What I was saying was I was hesitant because I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer, no
hmm
doubt. I don't think he's going to be a first ballot. That's my only thing.
I can make the
I think
argument
he's
for
a
a
Hall of
first
Famer.
ballot Eli Manning.
That's not even I think there's an argument for it. I think he definitely should be, in my opinion. But just to take a look at another sport of why I think he's not going to is MLB. With MLB's Hall
Okay,
of Fame this year,
no, we can't compare the MLB to the NFL because the voters are two different people. The MLB
I know
voters
that.
are a
Yeah.
bunch of stuck up pricks for not getting
Yes.
Derek Jeter unanimous. They're a bunch of stuck up pricks for being one vote short of Ken Griffey Jr. being unanimous, but that's a different subject. I'm
Yes.
going to
I
stop
but
talking about
just
the shitty
okay.
journalists over there in the
But
MLB.
what I'm saying is, just as that as an example, not even just looking at who the voters are, but when you look at that, there's always going to be a couple of people when it's kind of like iffy.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Jeter was definitely 100%. Should have been
He's Hall of
100%.
Famer.
Definitely 100%. And the fact that he had somebody say no is
It's
laughable.
ridiculous. No,
But
yeah,
if you
no, I
look at
see.
that,
There's gonna be some
yeah,
people, some naysayers about Eli.
yeah, and it's going to be a lot more football than it would be. So I think it's going to come down to he's going to be a couple of votes short, and also you have to look at who else is going to be up for it that year. Also,
hmm
I think he's going to not. I would say second ballot. I think he's going to miss the first ballot barely, but
Let's
I
give
would
me
definitely say
a
second ballot.
first ballot Eli Manning for these reasons. Let's just look
Mm-hmm.
at the numbers for a second. He has 117 wins, albeit 117 losses, but 117 wins. Those 117 wins are more wins than 19 other quarterbacks that are in the Hall of Fame. 20 if you count because he's tied with Joe Montana at 11th all time. Some notable
Mm-hmm.
names that he is ahead in wins of Hall of Fame quarterbacks is Terry Bradshaw, Warren Moon,
Mm-hmm.
Jim Kelly, Troy Aikman, Bart Starr, and Steve Young. He's a four-time Pro
Wow.
Bowler. Eli Manning has two Super Bowl wins in Super Bowl 42 and 46, both over the Patriots. He was Super Bowl MVP in both those games. Only four other
Mm-hmm.
quarterbacks in NFL history have multiple Super Bowl MVPs. Yeah, Bart Starr with two, Terry Bradshaw with two, Joe Montana with three, and Tom Brady with four. 2016 Walter Payton Man of the Year. That might not that's not a on the field thing, but we all know that the Hall of Fame takes into account, even though they say they don't, they take into account character. Let's all be
It's
real.
hard not to.
He has 210 consecutive starts. He didn't miss because of injury. He was only benched because dumbass Ben McAdoo wanted to see what Geno Smith had in him, which was
You
absolutely
heard that
nothing.
right, guys. Geno Smith, not Alex Smith.
Geno
Geno Smith,
trash. Eli Manning is
not Emmett
seventh.
Smith.
Oh, the worst Smith all time in the NFL. Eli Manning is seventh all time in both passing yards and passing touchdowns. He is ahead of John Elway, Dan Fouts, and Joe Montana in both categories. And we have to look. He might be 117, 117, but we have to look his two Super Bowl runs. So he had like 6 to 8 playoff appearances out of his 16 seasons. Um, the only times he actually won the playoff game is when they ended up winning the Super Bowl. Both of the times they were the they had the 4 games. He never had a first round bye. The two Super Bowl runs he had were really solid. 2007 when they knocked off the 18-0 Patriots, made them 18-1.
Mm-hmm.
In those 4 game stretch, he had 61.3 completion percentage, which is solid. 154 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, only 1 interception. It's about eliminating turnovers in the playoffs. 2011, even better, 65% completion percentage. He had a NFL playoff record, 1,219 yards in that playoff stretch, 9 touchdowns to only 1 interception. that is a damn good playoff performance for any quarterback, especially those
Anybody.
passing yards. He also has the record for the longest touchdown pass in NFL history. Well, he doesn't own it solely. He is tied, and that is a 99-yard touchdown pass. But
The
as I was
farthest you
saying,
can get a touchdown
yeah.
pass.
But what I was saying though is that those are just numbers, and the NFL, the Hall of Fame's voters say they don't look at off the field stuff, but they definitely do. You have to look at the man that Eli Manning was. He was a leader. It is best. One thing that Eli Manning always did in his career is after losses, he would be the one up first and really the only one to speak to media after a loss. But after on the
Mhm.
Mondays following a win, he never spoke. He always let his teammates speak because he wanted to give them the credit, and he wanted to take the responsibility of that loss. That is a locker room leader right there. He's another stat. He's one of only two quarterbacks to beat both Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. The other one being Kurt Warner. Both of those wins were in Lambeau. What that shows is that um, no, he was in the league for a while. He was with going back to those 210 consecutive starts. We all know, Jalen, you're a football player. I'm a football player. We've heard this throughout our career. The best ability is availability, and that's
Mhm.
exactly what Eli Manning did. He was out there every single week for his team, ready to go, ready to try to lead them to victory, and that is huge. He's the only quarterback to beat
Definitely.
a 15-win team twice in the playoffs, and that was the 2007 Patriots, who were 16-0, and that was the 2011 Packers, who finished 15-1. And I think most important, more than any of those stats, more than those character traits, more than those NFL records, he saved the world from the Patriots going a perfect 19-0 and having 8 Super Bowls. He stopped the
Yeah.
mass holes from being even more unbearable. And to me, I cannot, we as a society, as football fans, we can never repay Eli Manning. We're forever in debt for him stopping the 18-0 New England Patriots. And Eli, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Because
Thank you.
fuck you, Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
that's
Boston.
it. You know
And
how
most
annoying it would
importantly,
be?
fuck you, New England Patriots.
Yes.
God bless you, Eli Manning.
Yes.
I cannot wait to
God
see you
bless you.
in the Hall of Fame as a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Fingers crossed.
There you go. But that is going to do it for us. We made the case that Patrick Mahomes likely will not be giving the Chiefs a discount on his next contract. Dak Prescott has to be signed, and he has to be signed soon by the Dallas Cowboys. And Eli Manning to Jalen might not be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but to me, Eli Manning is going to make it in only 5 years. He's not going to wait any longer.